two people struck by your vehicle and both are dead. You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing two people tonight.
The baby's dead. She killed a kid.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
How old are you?
We are both 12.
And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box, and took dinner next to the hill.
Catching killers.
Many suspects spend a lifetime developing their criminal behavior, but what happens when it's seemingly innocent children who are behind the evil acts? In this video, you'll see 5 cases of children who committed heinous crimes and suffered the consequences, starting with the case of 24-year-old Stephanie Melgoza.
Did you understand what I told that you killed two people tonight?
On April 10, 2022, Peoria, Illinois police respond to the scene of a horrendous car accident only to find 2 victims critically wounded and Stephanie barely coherent. Soon they'll discover why and her horrifying indifference to the situation.
Come over here with me, man, okay?
I called as soon as this shit happened. I was like, this doesn't happen to me.
I understand.
I go to Bradley, like, why would this happen to me?
Were you leaving the bar? Were you coming down the road?
I was coming here.
Okay.
You know, I had just gotten my night started. So
were you going this direction or
Yes.
this direction?
I was coming this direction.
Okay, here's what I'm going to have you do.
Yes, please
Let's
tell
just
me.
get away from the scene a little bit. Let
Yes.
them do their thing, okay? This is your car, right? The
Yes,
red
sir.
car.
Yes.
You were the only one in the vehicle.
I'm the only one.
Okay, come over here to my squad car, okay? Can you take your purse off and just set that on here? We got to. Yep. Do you have anything illegal on you?
Yes, I have marijuana
In your purse. Okay. Have you had any marijuana tonight?
No.
Okay.
Stephanie admits to being in possession of marijuana, which is contained in her purse, but claims she hasn't consumed any of it tonight.
All right. So explain in detail just what happened prior to the accident.
I was coming to full throttle, and I was almost here, as you can see.
Were you driving this way or that coming down that side road?
I was coming here, this way.
Okay.
And suddenly, one person walked out in front of me,
Okay.
and my car got hit. I called you as soon as they got hit.
You called 911?
Yes, I called 911 as soon as something happened. And then someone said, oh, someone else is hit. I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Okay, what happened when you hit the one person? What happened?
I just called you. That's all I know.
Okay.
I called you.
Did they fall down right away, or did you get out and help them, or what happened?
I got out, I called you, and then everyone else came out, so I kind of just let them come and take over the situation.
Okay.
But I promise you, I only know one person got hit, and I'm just like, they came out of nowhere because I am a safe driver.
I get it.
Even though she isn't under arrest at this time, and despite her claims of being a safe driver, she will be detained until it can be determined if she's driving under the influence.
If you had to ask me, how fast were you going when you hit the person?
I would say I was going at least 40. At least 40.
Do you think
maybe 40 to 45, but at least 40.
Okay. All right. Do you think you were going too fast for this area at the time with the darkness?
I honestly don't think I was going too fast because I try to be precautionary about where I'm at.
Okay.
But I just know that one person came out of nowhere.
Did you have your headlights on?
Yes, sir.
Brights on or just regular headlights?
Regular.
Okay. Okay. So obviously you saw them. It was no time to react, no time to stop?
No time.
Okay.
That's the word.
Okay. All right. Where were you coming from tonight?
I was coming from Tavern 41 on Sterling Avenue.
Tavern 31 on
41.
Tavern 41 on Sterling and
Yes,
Peoria?
sir.
Okay. And you left the Tavern 41 and drove straight here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Stephanie now says that she just came from a bar, but earlier she told the officer that she had just set out for the evening.
I was coming here.
Okay.
You know, I had just gotten my night started.
Over the course of the night, how much have you had to drink?
I probably had about 3 drinks.
What is 3 drinks? Are we talking, what type of drinks?
Just vodka.
Vodka? Straight vodka or mixed drinks?
Vodka and water, so I was staying hydrated, and drinking.
On it,
right now, if you had me do a test, I think I would pass. Just don't test me, but I think I would pass.
Okay. I'm going to be honest, we are going to do those tests here in a little bit because of circumstances, obviously we have to, okay? How long ago was your last drink, would you say?
My last drink, I would say about 40 minutes.
40 minutes ago? Were you drinking anything while you're in the vehicle?
No.
Or was the last drink at the bar?
At the bar.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least drunk you've ever been, 10 being the most drunk you've ever been, where would you say you put yourself at right now?
5.
5?
Because I've been very drunk. And right now, like, I see you, I see everyone, I know the situation, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm aware of everything.
Okay.
She claims that she's had 3 shots of vodka along with water, more than enough to impair driving, but is also certain that she would pass a field sobriety test. Predictably, she'd rather not have to try, and we'll soon find out why.
There you go. All right. That's what I want you to follow. Nope, keep your head still for me.
Oh, my head. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Just your eyes.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's
we're
really
gonna
hard.
try that again.
It's hard.
All right. Just
Okay.
keep your head still for me. Do you understand my instructions?
I think so.
All right, go ahead and begin the test, okay?
1, 2, 3.
Check, what was that? Edward 8 or 33? Your car.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Drop your foot, lift it right back up. Keep going where you left off.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 9, 1,000. Oh, I can't do it.
Continue the test, okay?
10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000. No, I can't do it, sir. I really
Okay.
14, 1,000, 15, 1,000, 16.
All right, we'll stop the test right there.
Stephanie seems unable or unwilling to take the sobriety tests seriously, laughing and joking the entire time. The results will reflect her attitude as she miserably fails each one.
You know what the legal limit is to drive in Illinois?
I do not, sir.
Okay, 0.08, okay? What I have you do is take a deep breath, a long, hard, steady blow into the straw, just like you're blowing up a balloon. Keep blowing until you hear the machine click, okay? All right?
Blowing up a what?
Yes, ma'am. Take a deep breath, long, hard, steady blow. A little bit harder for me, a little bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. You're a Bradley student.
I graduate in 4 weeks.
You're a .264, okay? All right. Okay, go ahead and turn around for me and place your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for DUI, okay?
Stephanie submits to a breathalyzer test and once again tells the officer that she goes to Bradley, as if that will save her its shocking results. She's over 3 times the legal limit. Despite her carefree attitude, her situation is about to become tragically very real.
You did hit 2 people
I
total.
did not.
You did.
I didn't.
Okay, I'm just okay. However you want to word it to yourself, that's fine. Okay, I'm just telling you, there's 2 people struck by your vehicle, and both are dead.
I did not hit.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, the 2 people that hit your
Why would I
car,
call
ma'am. Listen.
911 if I
2 people struck your vehicles. I'm telling you, and they're both deceased on scene. I'm just telling you that information. Okay. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna do the thing. I appreciate you being cooperative so far. I got to tell you what's going on. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Stephanie has been told that the 2 people she struck have died on the scene. Based on her reaction, she's either in deep denial of the truth or is truly indifferent to the news. Despite the officer's authority, she'll continue arguing with him over the truth of the deaths and talk about anything but her current situation.
I'm gonna spend at least $500, and I'm gonna start off with 2 Long Islands and 2 shots.
Yes. You ever had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there? I swear to God, if you're Snapchatting right now and I'm not, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car. And then I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Told?
Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it here?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I have a Tuesday leave for my night class?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said
You
that
said I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're down here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done. You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so can I ask when I can go back to school?
Stephanie is so in denial about what's taken place that she seems to believe her vehicle is drivable and that she is somehow going to be anywhere tomorrow but a jail cell. But when the officer lays out the truth in no uncertain terms, she's still shockingly clueless or possibly evil.
It's okay, they're taking me to Vegas for my birthday. In 2 months, that'll be fun. I just can't wait. Partying again. I'm not dancing in. You don't want that.
Stephanie would not make it to Vegas that summer. After being found guilty of 2 counts of aggravated DUI and 2 counts of aggravated reckless driving, she was sentenced to 14 years in prison. As infuriating as this case was, you won't believe the lengths one teen girl will go to hide that she was pregnant.
The baby's dead. She killed the kid.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Alexee, I told you about this. Is it in your custody?
On January 27, 2023 in Artesia, New Mexico, 19-year-old Alexee Trevizo arrived at a local hospital complaining of back pain, only to lock herself in a bathroom away from the increasingly concerned medical staff. But as we'll soon learn, what happened next shocks even these seasoned officers.
We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was denying that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it. So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay, we have him in trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah, how old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened, and then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time.
Okay.
So that's what's going on. I just pulled the doctor out of the room, so nothing's been said to the patient or the mother that's in there yet.
Okay.
Alexee, seemingly attempting to conceal her pregnancy, has given birth to a baby girl in the hospital restroom before allegedly killing and disposing of her in the trash bin.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me and I didn't know what to do. Alexee, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth. Scared. It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number 1 priority, guys. Number 1 priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible.
Okay.
I obviously need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to
She's
be
19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19 years
You're
old.
right. You're right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
Keep out of me.
But you need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor delivery. Will you please agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna work on that. I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know. But the baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy and there'll be an investigator and everything. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Alexee continues to claim the baby wasn't crying, implying that it was stillborn. Even if this were true, a reasonable response would be to seek medical help, not throw the baby in the garbage. Before detectives arrive to question, her mother will have some questions of her own.
Do you guys have, I'm the charge nurse here, do you guys have any questions for me?
Like, how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months? Nothing was crying. Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail? Nothing was crying. Where did you put the baby at? Tell me the truth.
517.
I came out in the bag. You put it in the bag?
Yes.
Or what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
Mom, just give her time, okay? We're going to speak to detectives whenever she's ready, okay?
Detectives arrive and the officer brings them up to date on the situation. But the questioning of Trevizo will have to wait, as she will now be airlifted to a different hospital for more extensive treatment. Alexee was later arrested and charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. After posting a $100,000 bond, she attended her high school prom with the father of the slain infant. While awaiting trial, a judge has allowed her to attend in-person classes at New Mexico State University. In this next case, we'll see a suspect disposing of a body in an entirely different place.
Sarge, there's a dead body in the trunk.
On July 30, 2020, a Louisiana state trooper stops 18-year-old Michael Mitchell Jr. for speeding in what he claims is his brother's car. While he admits to smoking marijuana and not having a license, he'll refuse to give his address.
You smoking weed today? Look at me.
I did early. I'm not high right now.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look at you. Do you have an ID? You have any ID? Is there any weed in the car, man? Don't stop. Step here. Step here to me. Look at me, Michael. Make eye contact with me. Step out here. Step up here. Is there any weed in the car? Yes or no?
It's just a doobie in the ashtray, like.
Okay.
Other than that, there's
anything else?
There's
all right. You be honest with me, I'll be honest with you. I ain't looking for no roach. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else in there?
Yes, sir. I promise.
Okay, it's in the ashtray? Isn't that the cup thing?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you puff last?
This was
be honest. Because I'm a drug recognition expert.
About an hour ago.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look at you. But all right, where are you headed right now?
I was headed back home.
Okay. Where's home? What's your address? No, stop. Come here. Where do you live? It's easy. It's easy to answer this. Where do you live? You don't know how to drive to your house?
I was coming from there, how I got lost.
So what's the address?
No.
What? You don't know your address?
No, sir.
Okay, come back here. Come back here. All right, prop up on this bumper right here, okay? Just sit down right here, okay? All right.
1041.
All right. You've admitted there's a small amount of marijuana in the car, and I've smelled it. It's probable cause. Can I take a look in your car? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Mitchell is already acting suspicious, but after searching the vehicle for the marijuana, the trooper finds something even more incriminating.
Get on that car. All right, now step here. When did all this happen? When did all that happen?
That happened.
When?
My brother, he said it.
How long ago?
like
Days?
Yeah, it was
Okay, come back. Just leave this here. Come back here. Just stay right here in front of my car. Is this your wrench?
No, sir.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm here about a mile north. About a mile north of LA 4 on LA 17. I got this. I got a orange and black Chevy Camaro stopped at him, stopped for speeding, 73 and a 55. And it's got bullet holes all in the driver's side, right by the door.
After the trooper finds several bullet holes in the driver's side of the vehicle and Mitchell is incapable of even fabricating a decent explanation for them, he'll report his location and inquire about the vehicle.
I just wanted to see if y'all are working anything or looking at anything. I'm a mile north on LA 17 over here north of Winsboro, on just north of LA 4. And I got this car speeding 73 and a 55. It's a black and orange Camaro. And it's got like 3 bullet holes in the left side of it. In that Camaro, that little triangle window right behind the driver door. And right in the door jamb, there's a round, and there's like 2 right behind that. And he said he thinks his brother said his car was in something 2 nights ago. Now he says he lives in Winsboro, but he's got a Richwood address, and the car comes back out of Monroe, and he's got this he's got a GPS thing put in, but he don't even know the address, so he's lying about a bunch of junk.
The trooper calls another department, hoping they have information on the vehicle that would lead to its true origin. But when a relative of Mitchell's stops to offer his assistance, he'll learn something else important from the person on the phone, his real name.
His family in Monroe is looking for him. They sent me out here to look
Okay,
for
all right. Well, I got somebody pulling up behind me, Scooter. All right, thank you, fella. Hey, now, who are you?
They done scared me to death.
Well, how are y'all here?
Cause my people from Monroe, that's them on the phone.
What do you mean they were looking for him?
They looking for him. The car missing. Hey.
Okay, give me the phone. Hey, man. Okay, what? His name is Mike. He's not giving that name though. He's given another name. All right, let me ask you something. Did you give me your right name?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Mike.
You got plaits in your head?
No, sir.
Okay. Where do you live? Be honest to me. Monroe?
Yes, sir.
Richwood?
Yes,
you don't live in Winsboro?
No, sir.
Why would you try to bluff me on that? Why would you lie to me on that? Because I already knew that before this guy said something. What's up? Talk to me. You better stop lying to me right now or you're going to be in jail.
I'm just going to my sister's house.
To your sister's? So when I kept asking you where you live, you don't even know because this ain't even your house. You better get some act right in you and stop lying to me or I swear to God you're fixing to go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the last freaking lie you better tell me. Who took the car? Who took that car from whoever it belonged to?
He gave me permission for the car.
Mike gave you permission to drive this car?
Yes, sir.
Who gave him permission?
This is what.
Stay with him, please. Hey. All right, sir, what's your name? What's your name? Okay. Has this car been reported missing? Okay, okay, let me ask you something. Has the car been reported stolen missing? Who are you talking to at the police department? Who do I need to talk to that knows? Yes, sir.
What's your best TM39?
Okay, give me the number.
Mitchell's explanation for the owner of the car is a jumbled mess, and with another officer arriving, he goes back to his vehicle to call the relative back for further questioning about the vehicle, who will refer him to another police department.
Evidently, I mean, he got the 3 bullet holes in it, and the boy's been reported missing. Do we need to do anything specific with the car? Like, crap. Okay, man, I just don't want something bad to come back on this with me letting it go. Okay. All right. Well, if I need any help, I'll call you back. I'm sorry to bother you, Scooter.
You're gonna get a call from.
Okay. All right, man. Go ahead. If I need you, I'll holler back. Bye bye.
After speaking to the other department, the trooper discovers that the true owner of the vehicle has actually been reported missing.
Like, this looks close. Like bam, 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 bam. Yeah. And the boy, see? What I'm being told is that the boy who gave him permission to use the car is missing. So he's lying his ass off. Go looking for the person who owns the car, find out that the son of the owner of the car is missing, and now we got bullet holes all in the car.
I got you.
So something's
bad. Right?
The only thing he lied about was his address in Winsboro. So he don't have a driver's license, but he lied about living down here. I don't know what he thought that was going to do, but
He lives in Monroe.
lives in Richwood, and the car is registered out of Monroe to the. I don't know who's supposed to be calling me. They said somebody was supposed to call me. The y'all sheriff's office said somebody was calling me.
Yeah.
If he's knows something about this boy that's missing, there's bullet holes. I'd like to at least. We need good. I guess I'll do as much good contact as I can.
You haven't been in the vehicle.
Yes, I just looked in the console, the center console. He had a doobie in the ashtray thing, but I really didn't give it a good look.
But when the trooper eventually does decide to give the vehicle a good look and pop the trunk, he makes a horrifying discovery.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do. Hey. Yep. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Don't move. Do you understand? Don't move. To get you into court of law, you have a right to an attorney. Have one present during any questioning. At any time, you can choose not to make any statements or answer any questions. Do you understand? If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you by the court. Do you understand? Do you understand? Who is that? Who is that?
That's him.
Who is who?
That's Mike.
That's Mike. How did Mike get there? Tell me.
It wasn't me, man. It was.
Okay.
I just hit him. I just hit him, bro. I did.
You just hit him?
I did.
Okay, lock this down. Lock this down. F39 to Region 3.
F39.
Get in there. Get in there.
The trooper discovers the body of the vehicle's owner in the trunk and places Mitchell under arrest. Michael Mitchell was charged with second-degree murder and faces life in prison if convicted. While this case shows that you shouldn't drive around with a body in the trunk, this next one shows that 12-year-olds probably shouldn't play with guns either.
How old are you? We are both 12. Where's the gun? Well, at least I got a tetanus shot recently, so.
It was those two little kids, and as we were driving past the property, the little kids were standing out in the field. It appeared that he had a handgun and was pointing it at our car as we were driving by.
On July 11, 2022, two 12-year-old boys in Oak Hill, Florida are reported to be firing a gun in a vacant field, as well as pointing the weapon at passing vehicles. But when police arrive on the scene, they'll soon learn an important lesson about firearms.
Put your hands up! Stop running right now! I'll send a dog to you! Put your hands up! Come out to me right now! Bullshit! Get out here now! 50 Cents are out with you with a gun. Don't lie to me! Let me see your hands! Stop right there!
It was a real gun. We were shooting it over here. Someone said we were allowed to.
How old are you?
We are both 12.
Keep your hands where I can see them. You drop them, bad things are going to happen. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
What the hell are you doing out here? Is this your property?
No, ma'am.
The terrified children admit that this isn't their property, but claim that someone gave them permission to shoot there. Even if that were true, it's illegal to fire a gun within city limits. However, the officer will have to find the weapon first.
Where's the gun? I saw you with it in your hand. What do you mean? Lying to me is not a good deal, dude.
Can you take me home?
No, I can't.
Nothing but respect to you.
Put your hands behind your back.
Am I under arrest?
I'm securing you for my safety and yours right now. Well, at least I got a tetanus shot recently, so it's got to be around in here somewhere. 3, 4. Maybe I should start yoga. Oh yeah. He's got some in the chamber. One in the chamber, one in the ready to go. Fabulous.
The officer finds spent shell casings from the firearm as well as the firearm itself, which show bad for evidence before arresting the boys. Both boys were charged with discharging a firearm and possession of a firearm by a person under 16. While children getting a hold of guns is a frightening situation, in our final case, we meet one who simply wants to know what it feels like to kill a fellow human being.
I just couldn't stop saying stinky, dirty. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box, and took dinner a few nights ago.
On February 27, 2021, 19-year-old Grand Junction, Colorado man Brian Cohee finally decided to go through with his long-awaited plan to kill a human being. After careful consideration, he chose 69-year-old Warren Barnes as his victim. But when the partial remains are found in Cohee's closet, it will result in one of the most shocking confessions of all time.
And how did you get here?
I murdered someone.
Okay. So start back at the beginning and go slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So, because I mean, Murray going to jail for the 15 years probably.
I have no idea.
Because
we're at the beginning.
It's murder. I mean, I'm going to jail for 20 probably, but I am in a bad state of mind at that time. I have major depressive disorder, so I am not thinking, shall say, positively.
Okay.
And Brian, before you start, you say you have a major depressive disorder? I'm just curious what those are.
Well, actually, I have several. I have high-functioning Asperger's.
Okay.
I have ADHD and major depressive disorder.
Right off the bat, Brian admits that what he's done is murder, and he fully expects to suffer the consequences. He attempts to excuse, or at the very least explain away his crimes by listing his very common mental disorders, which predictably gets him nowhere.
So what's important to me is to learn as much about you and what you did and as I can. Well, as many details as you can give me, the better.
Yeah, there was a road underneath, right? Down under the overpass. And I was driving along, and I see a shape here on the railway track. So I'm like, oh, interesting.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grab my knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves, because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin.
What are you worried about? I mean, this looks like it's pretty close to the road and stuff. Somebody seeing you or catching you?
It was 11 p.m., so not many were driving by. Well, it was behind the pillar. So, like, here's the road. It was here. So people would only see a brief thing here and here.
So, were you worried about them seeing you?
I was worried about one of them stopping.
What did you think could happen if somebody...
Well, if they looked, well, it was quite dark under there, so they wouldn't have seen the guy unless they looked. They would have seen me holding a bloody 12-inch knife, wearing gloves, and wearing a mask to conceal my identity, a face mask.
Okay. So you weren't doing it for COVID, you were doing it to hide your face?
Partially. Social distancing.
Ryan excitingly lists the events of his victim's killing, recounting them as if he's telling an entertaining story instead of a horrible crime. If he's attempting to appear mentally ill, it isn't helping his case. So the detective allows him to speak freely to insane results.
I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck.
Okay.
he was panicking at first in his old man voice. He was in his 50s. I know why I call him old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Ah!" And I just kept on stabbing his neck. Is it okay if I do a demonstration?
Oh, yeah.
This is him. I was straddled on top of him like this.
Okay.
And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be tough. But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And during the time I was growling and making animalistic noises.
Why were you doing that?
I suppose it was a frenzy.
Okay.
I was so excited, so rushed up on adrenaline and everything. And I paused and he said, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "I've been wanting to do this for a long time." All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, "Sticky, dirty, dirty, sticky, sticky." I wasn't smelling anything, but...
Then why were you saying that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And then, after that, I stripped his clothes. I cut open his belly to see his guts. They're really pink. Sorry, that was morbid. Then I cut off his head. I gave him a Glasgow smile.
What's that?
A Joker smile. I destroyed his eyes by stabbing them in.
Okay.
And then I cut off his hands. I put those in plastic Ziploc bags. And then I cut off his right arm at this joint and at this joint. And then at this arm, I tried cutting it here, and then I tried cutting it here. But what happened was, I accidentally broke his bone. This one, it was poking out. And so I left that one here, partially cut, dismembered here, bone sticking out. And then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box from the dinner a few nights ago.
Brian continues to go into excruciating detail about his crimes, which he seems perfectly willing to speak openly about. But as he'll soon prove, he was just getting warmed up.
I was thinking about taking out his heart. I was planning to maybe keep a finger.
You haven't got that far yet.
No. Right now, yeah,
And I think you stabbed him anywhere besides, but I know you said the neck a lot of times. How many times do you think? Did you count them?
No. I was going until he stopped. And here's where my car was parked. His corpse is here. You're going to want a crime scene that's roughly to the railroad tracks, because they're right here. Hid the hands and head in my room. Clean the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it, in a washing machine, put it on high speed so it would effectively remove the blood. Washed it twice. I take his body out, I put it in the water, and because I don't want fingerprints on a body.
So you cut him open, did you cut his arms off, his hands off, all that before you went home?
Yeah, before I went home, I tossed the arm bits around. Like I took the right arm bit, threw it out, took the left arm bit, threw it out.
So it's somewhere around that bridge?
Yeah. Thank you for the water, by the way.
Sure.
Do you need more?
I will take another, please.
You know, let me go get one, okay?
I hope I'm being cooperative.
Oh, you're doing great.
The head, because it was starting to stink, I was planning on throwing the head and hands away.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I have it right. The head is inside of a trash bag.
It was.
Well, where is it now?
In the kitchen sink. My parents searched through my room and they found the head and hands. I always knew I would be in this building, whether it was as a criminal or a police officer. I'm not a serial killer by no means. I always wanted to know what it felt like to cut up someone.
Okay.
So the arms was...
So why did you stop? Where did you stop?
Because the arms were just... That's it. That's all I wanted to know was like cutting off the limb. And I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
And you talked about you were just kind of in a bad space that night.
It was, yes.
Okay. Why were you in a bad space?
I didn't take my medicine. And plus, for years, I was wondering what murder would feel like, because you read, like, Ted Bundy and the Zodiac, they all say murder's the best feeling in the world. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that.
Brian tells the officers his real motivation for the murder, and it was simply to know what it felt like to kill a man. After he tells detectives where the rest of the victim's remains can be found, officers go to the scene to make the grisly discovery.
Right here's a leg. Well, it could be the upper arm or a leg.
Well, there's 3. There, and there.
Ryan Cohee was found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.